Cam, let's take a look around the NFL. First off, the Jets and the Packers. Hard to believe the Jets. They're 3-2 on the year.
I got to tell you, Dave, your team, they're looking great right now. And here's the thing. Everyone just assumes, Green Bay, bad game against Giants, are going to beat the Jets at home. Not so fast. Breece Hall looks amazing for the Jets. The offense looks good. They got young star Sauce Gardner on defense. Watch out for this team in a year or two, Dave. They look dangerous. Right now, I'm leaning Jets with the points.
Yeah, they really do look good. Let's continue in that division because it's division rival Miami hosting the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings, first place in their division. They're looking pretty good, and this isn't a primetime game, so Kirk Cousins usually plays well in these situations.
He does. The Vikings offense is great. I'm not sure what's going to happen this week. Teddy Bridgewater banged up, but I assume he's going to get the start, Dave. We're getting 3 points at home, and the Miami Dolphins absolutely laid an egg last week. I think this is a good get-right spot. I think the defense will do some things, bring lots of pressure, and put Cousins in bad spots. Got to go with the home dog. Give me the fish.
Yeah, now the Pats and the Browns. Welcome to the NFL. Bailey's happy. You played well last week, hitting pretty good. And you know what? He's getting ready to hold that place for Mac Jones, and he's doing well, Cam. So how does he do against a very good Browns defense?
The thing about the Browns is, I don't know, Dave, is their defense that good? This team has really been overrated and bad, but this is a spot this week. Cleveland should have won that game against the Chargers. Some horrible coaching decisions. What's Stefanski doing in the fourth quarter? It's like he loses all of his brains as the game gets more intense. But this is the thing. Now, Zappy, you got to take your show on the road. This is a different story. I like the Browns in this spot in a bounce-back game. Hard to lay 3, but I think Cleveland gets it done, Dave.
Hey, we're sending out an SOS to Jamar Chase because so far he's been absolutely quiet this year. Bengals, Saints, what's going to happen in New Orleans?
Tough game, Dave. I'll tell you, the Saints, their offense looked fantastic, but that's against a very bad Seattle defense. As for the Bengals, they're starting to put it together, but not good enough. This should be an interesting game. At first, I was looking at the Saints as a home dog, but Cincinnati simply, the offensive line will get better. Joe Burrow will get better. Also going back to his home state of Louisiana. Interesting LSU product, home cooking for the Bengals. Give me those Cats this week. Should be a good one.
Cardinals probably kicking themselves, literally, especially missing that game tire against the Eagles. They're in Seattle against Geno Smith, who, by the way, leads the NFL in passing rating for quarterback. Geno Smith. We're talking about Geno Smith, right?
Geno. Hey, Geno. Yeah, Geno's on fire. I got to tell you, man, they didn't mind getting rid of Russell Wilson. Seattle, Geno's playing well. The problem is, Dave, the rest of the team. I like actually what Kenneth Walker, the rookie out of Michigan State, did, but now Arizona, better team on the road, only laying 2.5. I think this is a really good spot for the Birds to get it right. Historically, they play Seattle tough as well. Got to think the Cardinals can win this one and cover the number.
Yeah, Panthers made a big coaching change this week. It was their first coaching casualty in the NFL. They faced the Rams in LA. We know that PJ Walker is starting. Now, hot take here. PJ Walker is not that much of a downgrade to Baker Mayfield. Am I right?
You're absolutely right. We talked about Cooper Rush from Dak. Well, you want to talk? Who cares? Baker Mayfield threw a pick six, literally with seconds in the half to ruin that game against San Francisco where they were hanging, and it ruined them for the rest of the game, Dave. I'm telling you something. This might be an upgrade. The Rams have been very unimpressive. I know it's hard to lay with the Panthers, and I did last week. It was a stupid move, but we're getting 10.5 points. I lean with the underdog until the Rams offense shows me they're not one-dimensional with Cooper Kupp. Got to take the Cats.
Yeah, and finally, division rival Jags and the Colts. The Jaguars kicking themselves over a lost opportunity against the Texans last week. What do they do against the Colts?
Interesting revenge spot too. Remember, Dave, where Jacksonville shut these guys out in Jacksonville, murdered them. The Colts didn't even score a point. As for Indianapolis, they're -2.5. But how do I take these guys? They've looked awful. Matt Ryan looks slow. The offense, receivers can't get separation. As for Jacksonville, this could be a get-right spot. They were very flat and took Houston for granted last week. Not this week. Give me the 2.5 with those pesky Cats, the Jaguars, to get back on track.
And something to consider with the Jaguars. 13-2-1 against the number in their last 16 games against the Colts. We've said it before. Sometimes teams play well against others, and you just don't expect it. That's a look at this week in the NFL.